When you look at the schedule that you guys have settled upon, how much of it was to try to drive the most valuable inventory and the most competitive games, into valuable time slots and network?
Yeah, look, there's no doubt that the media drives a lot of that in terms of, creating value and generating the value in the contract that we have. And that decision predates me to go to 9 conference games, which you're referring to.
Yeah.
But I will say it's doing something else that's really important. When you want to be a league, I think, being cohesive, seeing teams as frequently as you can see them, and that's the great thing about the format that was chosen and it's going to be implemented is that, in every 2 years you'll see everybody, and if you come to a Big Ten campus in 4 years, you'll play home and away against everybody. And I think that repetition, is important when you're integrating USC and UCLA to really connect everybody to start seeing teams more frequently. I think it's better. Look, and the quality of those conference games is great, and so it's going to be challenging. And I think, but what comes with that is, making the case down the road and things like the CFP that our schedule, there's a gauntlet that our teams have to go through, and that should be valuable when you're evaluating the performance of any one Big Ten team to participate as an at-large team in the CFP.
There's a narrative surrounding the sport, and your colleagues, and I sat with Greg Sankey, whom I respect, to no end, and he's become a great friend of mine. And he talks about the gauntlet that is the SEC. Mm-hmm. And I certainly agree with him to a certain extent. What I don't think has been afforded the Big Ten in particular is that same type of narrative. That's something that I feel like should be changing. Do you feel that way as well? And in particular, entering an era in which you're competing for playoff spots in an expanded playoff, and so you're trying to drive success just as much as any other conference. How can the Big Ten continue to compete with that narrative and hopefully, break through in that mold?
Yeah, I think one of the most important things is what you alluded to earlier was the network contracts, having 3 broadcast partners on Saturday. So this is a transition year for CBS. They'll have some SEC and some Big Ten, and the next year just Big Ten, mainly at 3:30. So when you look at that footprint and what the Big Ten is going to have on a Saturday and the amount of fans they're going to reach and national exposure, I think it's a game-changing type of moment. I mean, look, these are the Big Ten's powerful brands, great, rich history. A lot of the competitive things are cyclical, but in general, I think this new format and the way we're going to be programmed across these 3 really big, powerful networks is going to be a huge advantage for us, and it's going to help, only do one thing and raise the profile. So I'm really confident that, we have the right partners going forward to help do that. I think we have the, great coaches and the student athletes. So it's all going to come together, and I'm really excited about, seeing that take place. This year is kind of a bridge year, right? SC and UCLA don't come into the following season, but we'll get there fully in 24-25. It'll be the second year of the new configuration on TV, and I think, if you're a Big Ten fan, I think you're going to love what you see, in this new format.